live.
Hello and good morning. Welcome to the Pete Braley Show. This is show number 62. I'm your host, Pete Braley, along with my co-host, the show creator, producer, director, and the man who saved me from being Charlie's chew toy last night. He is my son, Matt.
That's me.
There he is.
I became Charlie's chew toy.
Yeah. Did he keep it up?
A little bit, and then he started to come. I had goldfish crackers, so he was more interested in those.
This is our puppy, Charlie, who, last night we went to bed, and I was trying to read a book. You know how it is when you're at the end of a book and you just want to find out who done it? Mm. They've cornered the guy. You think he's the guy, and then you find out maybe he's not the guy. And Charlie, he kept putting his head over my book, like, "Hello, don't you want to play with me?"
Yeah.
And he was. I was a big chew toy. So.
I just heard like a yell of some kind. I went in there.
Well, he
like,
bit me.
Everything okay? He was like, he bit me.
He bit me. I couldn't get my hand out fast enough, and he got me. Yeah. Coming up today, what have you managed to avoid your whole life? Finish the sentence. I've lived my whole life without being arrested or breaking a bone or something. We'll get into that. Do you feel like summer is over? Many people do now that Labor Day has gone by. We have a survey coming up. Do you try to recover from not enough sleep on the weekends? If you had a busy week, do you try to recover on the weekend? Scientists say it's not so easy. And Jay Leno tells comedians to stop complaining. We'll get to those stories and more a little bit later this morning. But first, I got to show you the guy who's got his PS5 here.
I got one.
Yay.
I got one. I actually got it a little while ago, but we didn't say anything because I didn't want any porch pirates. That would be the video to go viral, is me saying that I have a PS5 on the way.
Yeah, it's on the way, and
yes.
Then someone takes it
But
away.
I have it. It's in my bedroom. I'm the owner of a PS5.
Da-da-da.
Yep.
So what did you got it from Walmart, right?
I did.
And did you have to do one of those quick check-in things or?
Quick check-in things?
Well, quick login where you try to buy it, refresh.
Yeah. We did learn that it's a little bit easier to get the disc edition than the digital edition. So I switched, and so I didn't get the exact one I wanted. But, I mean, it doesn't really make a difference.
I was going to say, is it a big adjustment?
No, there's really not much of a difference.
Right.
But I got it, so that's all that matters.
And the funny thing was, it was on the same truck as your friend Justin's.
Yes.
You and Justin
got it on the same day.
Right,
yeah.
right. And Justin got his on Friday, and yours came on Monday.
Yes, yesterday. Yeah. Well, apparently they tried to come to this house.
I'm not buying that.
A bunch of liars. We were all sitting down here.
I was right near the door.
I knew it was on its way. I was waiting for it.
Right,
and nobody knocked. But they say they came and that we weren't there.
Yeah.
But I didn't believe it.
He showed up yesterday. In fact, you were expecting it today.
They said Tuesday. I was tracking it, and they said Tuesday. So and it was a holiday, and everything I looked up said FedEx doesn't deliver on holidays.
Well, they did.
So I was like, whatever. And I was just down here talking to you for a second. All of a sudden, there was a knock at the door.
I know. It's like, who would be on?
And I saw through the window. I was like, it's a FedEx truck, and I booked it. I was like, I'm here. I'm here this time. Yeah.
Don't go away.
I got it, though. It's beautiful. It's great.
Right.
Love it.
I don't understand what it does, but that's quite all right.
It's a rocket ship.
A rocket
It's
ship.
going to take me to the moon, baby.
We hope you had a nice long weekend. I did see some Facebook posts of some of the things folks got into and went to camping and celebrating and just having a good time. I do want to follow up on a couple of things here from Facebook. I heard from Peter Guy. He said, "Good morning, Pete." Oh, and Matt, too.
Hey.
Marcia and I have missed watching you live in the morning because we are back to work. We watch later, but it's not the same. Missed the live chats and the side chats. Also teasing Matt, he rises to the occasion so effervescently.
I wish I knew what that word meant.
We will look that one up. Keep up the good work, guys. We love the show.
See, I want to say thank you as if it's a compliment, but Peter Guy, I don't know. We beef sometimes, so he could be being sarcastic.
Yeah.
Maybe he's insulting me in some way. I don't know. He's using big words to trip me up.
Yeah. You know what we missed yesterday?
What did we miss?
National Coffee Ice Cream Day.
I'm glad we missed it.
Oh, not a fan?
Not a fan.
Really?
But we talked about this. I don't know if I wasn't a fan before I liked coffee. Like, I didn't like coffee, so I didn't like coffee ice cream.
Okay.
Now I like coffee. I don't know if
you
I
have
like...
not tried coffee ice cream?
No.
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 All right, we'll have to make some.
All right.
Mom and I made some peanut butter cup ice cream this weekend. See, I got an ice cream maker for my birthday, was it? I think it was.
I don't know which holiday it was.
Birthday and Father's Day are close, so I get those confused.
One of the two.
Yeah. So, and we've been having it actually tastes like ice cream, so it comes out pretty good.
That's good, yeah.
We'll have to see if we have a recipe for coffee. That'd be something.
I think there is.
Today is Tuesday, September 7th. It is National Beer Lovers Day. Something we don't recommend. Abby celebrates with the kids.
Yeah,
but,
definitely not. Yeah. On a Tuesday, that's tough.
It is National Neither Snow Nor Rain Day. It commemorates the opening of the New York Post Office in 1914. The phrase, neither snow nor rain nor heat nor gloom of night, stays these couriers from the swift completion of their appointed rounds. That's found over the entrance of the Central Post Office.
I was waiting for it to rhyme, and it didn't, and that made me upset.
You've heard that saying before, though, haven't you?
No, well, I forgot about it clearly. Yeah.
National Salami Day today. National Grateful Patient Day, to show appreciation for the hardworking professionals in the medical industry. We have one that just came home.
Yeah. I don't hate the day at all. Of course not. I hate the name, though. That's a really weird... Why can't it just be like National Medical Profession Appreciation Day?
Yeah.
Like Grateful Patient's just kind of a weird way.
It is weird, yeah. And it's also National New Hampshire Day, which told you every state gets a day. Today is the day for New Hampshire.
Shout out New Hampshire.
All right. On the date book, on this day in 1630, the city of Boston was founded. In 1921, in Atlantic City, New Jersey, they had the first Miss America pageant. On this day in 1963, American Bandstand moved to California and now airs once a week on Saturdays. Used to be after school, I think, every afternoon. Same day, 1963, the two-building Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio is officially opened. On this day in 1979, the Entertainment and Sports Programming Network, otherwise known as ESPN, makes its debut. 1979. On this day in 1986, the Cleveland Browns become the first team in NFL history to have a play reviewed by Instant Replay. On this day in 1996, rap artist Tupac Shakur shot multiple times in a drive-by shooting in Las Vegas. He died 6 days later. And on this day in 2016, Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band performed their longest show in America. It was at Citizen Bank Park in Philadelphia. It clocked in at 4 hours and 4 minutes.
Wow.
On stage for that. Crazy. Celebrity birthdays, Gloria Gaynor is 78, and Julie Kavner, the American actress and voice artist, she does the voice of Marge Simpson. She is 71 today. So, do we have anyone checking in the chats?
Gary says he's proud of me. I appreciate it. It's been a long battle to get this PS5.
Oh,
and,
right.
And we're here, so it's a great day. Thank you. Dana says, morning, gents. Good morning, Dana. And Gail said, good morning. I feel like I'm a step behind today, so happy for you, Matt, for the PS5. Thank you. I appreciate it. Everyone's so happy that I'm going to rot my brain with video games. No, I'm kidding. It doesn't rot the brain. We've gone over this. That's a myth.
As you mentioned, and while you mentioned Gary's name, Gary sent a picture on Saturday nights.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
We were sitting around the fire. We had a fire Saturday night, and he was DJing a wedding, and he sent Matt a picture of banquet mashed potatoes.
So good. Yeah. So good. I want to say thank you for the picture. I also want to say screw you, because it made me a little upset that I was not eating the mashed potatoes. But no, it was good to know that people are taking the important things that I say.
Right.
Right. That banquet mashed potatoes are the superior form of potato. So.
And let there be no potato salad.
No potato salad.
Right.
No potato salad. Gary said, just got to get the red controller now. Yeah, but they went up in price, man. Inflation.
Is that a thing? The red controller?
Well, I had a red controller for my PS4, so I got to get a red one for my PS5.
Now, is it different than, say, a black controller? Or...
No, it doesn't work any different, Dad. Okay. It's just a different color.
It's the hot color?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
It looks cool. Is that the answer you're looking for?
I guess.
And Diane says, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Back to you, Bob.
Hey, did you hear this story this weekend? Legendary quarterback Tom Brady confirmed to a Tampa Bay Times reporter that he had COVID-19 months ago and voiced his concerns about the coronavirus having an impact on the upcoming season. Brady, who is fully vaccinated, told the Times that he thinks COVID-19 will make the 2021 season challenging. According to this report by Rick Stroud, Brady said he contracted the virus shortly after the Tampa Bay Buccaneers boat parade in February. Remember that, when he got a little tipsy on the boat there? Brady says, I think it's going to play more of a factor this year than last year, just because of the way we're doing things now and what the stadium is going to look like and what the travel is going to look like and the people in the building and the fans. It's not like last year, although we are getting tested. I definitely think guys are going to be out at different points, and we'll just have to deal with it.
Yeah, well, that's not a problem for him and the Tampa Bay Bucks, who have, like, I don't know, 1 million elite players. So I think they'll be all right.
Dan Roach from WBZ ran a poll on his Twitter yesterday asking if you think the Patriots will win 10-plus games or 9 or less. I voted for 10-plus.
I think 10-plus.
Yeah.
I could see like a 10-11 win season.
Yeah.
And making the playoffs.
They seem to be stacked this year. I mean, I'm excited about the tight ends, right? What is it, Jonnu Smith?
Yep, and Hunter Henry.
Yeah. Running back, they had a strong running back camp.
Yep.
So,
yep. Got a couple young guys, too, that are looking good at running back. Plus, we added some wide receivers, Nelson Aguilar. So.
And Dante Hightower and those guys are back.
Yeah.
So, what do you think? The Patriots, will they win 10 or more games or 9 or less?
The only questionable one is quarterback. But I got faith in Mac Jones.
Yeah. Will he make rookie mistakes? Or, Bill Belichick did his usual. We all make mistakes. Even I make mistakes.
I mean, I was ready to give Cam Newton a chance, but Bill said no. So in Bill we trust,
And Cam has not ended up anywhere yet.
Not yet, which is pretty surprising.
Yeah, I thought he'd be signed somewhere before. I mean, true, the season doesn't start until Thursday. So, and we will have football picks this year. Now, are we going to do them all on Thursday, or do you want to just do the Thursday night game on Thursday?
No,
and
we'll do them all on Thursday.
Oh, okay. We'll do them all on Thursday?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you see the Red Sox yesterday? Just when I think that they've turned it around and all right, now we can do it, now we're getting serious, they blow a 7-1 lead and end up losing to the Rays 11-10 in 10 innings. And the reason... multiple errors. I think there were 4 errors in the game. One cost them an inside-the-park home run.
Yay.
Alex Verdugo had a ball just out of his reach, hit the center field wall, and no one backed him up. None of the outfielders backed him up. The shortstop had to chase it down, and then he bobbled it, tried to get it back in, and they end up with the inside-the-park home run. They still say the wild card goes through Boston. So we'll see, but definitely the team I think is struggling. Of course, they're dealing with...
They're doing it to mock me because I was like, nah, I'm not worried. I'm not worried. They'll be all right. And now this is happening. So
I don't know. They are dealing with a lot of people on the COVID list. Xander Bogaerts is on the COVID list.
Yeah.
We brought back, what's his name? Iglesias. We brought back Iglesias to play shortstop yesterday.
Oh, we did? Wait, Jose Iglesias?
Yes.
I did not know that.
Yeah, they brought him back. Alex Verdugo, who had the error in center field, he's a left fielder, right? It's usually Hunter Renfroe in center.
So. We also have that
no,
rookie.
Kike Hernandez.
Kike, and we also have the rookie that plays center sometimes,
right.
Duran.
So, I don't know. And just a couple of other stories from the weekend. CBS Boston reporting that Storyland is bringing back its fall weekends. The family-friendly attraction in New Hampshire will be extending its season into October. Storyland will be open 9:30 to 5 on Saturdays and Sundays from September 11th, this coming Saturday, until October 11th. I love Storyland. I got to get Liam up here so we can go.
I was going to say we were talking about taking a trip.
We can go to... Did you like Santa's Village better than Storyland? Or?
I did because, for me, I think we went there more.
Okay.
I don't remember Storyland all too much. So,
and one other story: Bryson DeChambeau. He had an odd moment with a golf fan on Saturday. DeChambeau was competing for a first-place finish at the Tour Championship in Atlanta, and he was on the 18th hole at Eastlake when he hit a wild shot off the tee. How many of us can relate to this? Okay, get up there. Wild shot.
Well, I mean, we're not professional golfers.
Right.
So my life is wild shots. So.
He goes down the fairway, and he couldn't find the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Happens to me a lot.
Happens to me all the time.
This is a professional golfer. They've got all those people around, and they can't find the ball. Officials determined that a fan picked up the ball and walked away with it.
My man's just wanted a souvenir.
So he was awarded a free drop, no penalty.
Oh, that's nice.
I can't imagine in a tournament that's on TV and all that they couldn't find the ball.
Yeah. I don't know, with all the cameras and stuff.
Yeah, you would think.
It's always televised,
right.
I think, all the PGA Tour matches. I think. Crazy.
And I mentioned the story about Jay Leno. Jay Leno is telling comedians to stop complaining about cancel culture. The former Tonight Show host said, when I do a gig in Utah and they go, look, we don't want any drug jokes and we don't want any sex jokes, I go, okay, I'll take those out. I'll do something else. Leno continued with the Me Too movement. All of a sudden, the sexist jokes that everybody used to do, you can't do anymore. So you either change with the times or you die. You adapt to the circumstances. Leno added, if he sees somebody who's really hurt by something I did, that's not my job. The idea is to get them to laugh.
I think that's a really interesting view on that sort of stuff. Thought that was pretty good.
Pretty good. There is a survey out I mentioned before that defines most people don't want summer to end. I still feel like we have a few more weeks of summer. I know.
See, I don't, and I'm not even in school. No. Kind of feels like this past weekend was like that's a wrap.
A little bit, yeah.
Yep.
Only 22% consider the autumnal equinox the end of the season, so that would be me. Favorite ways to close out the summer include having a barbecue or a relaxing day at the park. When summer ends, people will mostly miss the warm weather, and wearing fewer layers of clothing.
See, that one surprises me because everyone I know loves wearing like hoodies and sweaters.
True.
So,
yeah.
I don't know. I love hoodie weather. So.
It is much easier to pack, though, in the summer, don't you think?
Yes, I will agree with that. And to do laundry. It's just a lot. You know, you got to do multiple loads in the winter.
Yeah, true.
Well, I mean, I do just my own laundry. So me, personally, it's like one load of laundry in the summer. But in the winter, it's like two sometimes
loads.
3. You
Whoa.
know? Sometimes you got to bundle up. You wear a lot of hoodies, a lot of jeans, a lot of sweatpants. Yeah.
Half of all Americans even admit that they feel sad just at the thought of summer ending. More than 3 out of 5 people wish summer lasted longer. And a third of those would not mind if summer lasted 2 months longer.
Okay,
that'd be cool.
Here's my issue with that, though. If it lasted 2 months longer, in October, would you be like, I just need 2 more months? Just give me 2 more months. Like, I think no matter what, you would want 2 more months of it.
I don't know, though. I do like...
Opinion.
I love September. I think the September weather's great. You get this clear blue skies. Mm-hmm. And, yeah, I would think by October I've made the switch,
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I'm in the process of making the switch.
The question or the how I posted my ranking of the months on Facebook the other day, someone else commented that this is where I rank the months. I like July 1st. Then
there's no chance you're going to recall exactly how you ranked them. I'll tell you what I disagreed with, though. You put December at number 9. I think that's impossible. I don't think anyone would ever put December that low.
That's true. I'll have to go back and look at it.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, says the song.
Da, da, da.
Yeah.
The point I was trying to make was Jonathan answered us or replied on Facebook because my 3 favorites were summer, I think. It was July, maybe August, June. But he went the other way. His favorites were like October, April. So he's definitely not a fan of hot weather. Mm-hmm. That's what I got out of that.
But December at 9, man. That's just... Unheard of.
I will revisit. Okay.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I would appreciate that.
You ever try to catch up on your sleep on the weekend?
Yeah.
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 Well, there's a new study found it actually takes a lot longer than a weekend to fully recover from insufficient sleep. Longer than you think. Research has found that if you get 10 straight days of poor sleep, it will take more than a week to fully recover.
Wow.
Scientists discovered that issues tied to not enough shut-eye, such as lower concentration levels and memory problems, continue to persist after 7 days of recovery. The research team found that after a week of recovery from a 10-day period of deficient sleep, people in their study returned to their pre-sleep deprivation reaction speed. That's a mouthful. But they still experienced difficulties in other areas. So you ain't going to do it in one weekend.
I also heard that if you have a night of really bad sleep, it doesn't hit you the following day.
Right.
It's the day after is when. So if you get like 2 hours of sleep, you're not really going to feel it as much the first day, but the second day you're going to get hit by a truck.
I always thought that was like your mind. You know, you would wake up or you'd get up after that hard, difficult night of sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And you would tell yourself, all right, I gotta really try hard because I had a bad night.
See, I don't know. When I have a bad night of sleep, I am telling myself, like, oh, this day is going to be miserable. Like, when I can't fall asleep, I make it worse because in my head, I'm like, I need to go to sleep or tomorrow's going to suck. And then it just keeps going and going. And then, I wake up and I'm like, well, this is going to be a rough day. Where are we fitting a nap in?
Coming up, what have you managed to avoid your whole life? We'll get to that. Are there any chats?
Yeah, let's see. Gail said, I think the clear controller would be cool. Do they even make one? They used to. I don't know. See, it's tough. The PS5 just came out, so there's like 3 color options.
Okay.
It's white, black, and red. I think that's it. Dana said you need a camo-colored controller to honor the Navy. They had that one. They actually had like a blue camo one.
Did they really?
They did for the PS4, though. So we'll see. It'll take some time, probably. I will say, though, the controllers are so much nicer. They feel so much nicer.
For the 5?
Yes. Okay. See, Xbox had it figured out. Xbox has always kind of had the better controller. But the PS5, they figured it out. Okay. They made it actually fit your hands. Let's see.
A big improvement, I would think.
Yes. Yep. Dana said yes to the hoodie and fat pants. There you go. It's more laundry, but it's definitely more comfortable.
This guy, Saturday night, was all over my case.
Oh, my. Yes. I wasn't gonna bring it up. You're bringing it up.
Hey, well, I mean, I had my fat pants on, right?
Yes, but we were outside having a campfire. That's, to me, the second you step out of your door is when you're in public. Even because everyone was like, he's in his own yard. I'm like, yeah, but you're in public. People can walk by and they can see you.
So what's wrong? I had on my
the
gray
whole outfit. It wasn't. First off, I mean the pants. Yes, he was wearing Champion
gray
fleece sweatpants, light gray fleece sweatpants.
The kind fat pants, the kind you wear to watch football.
The kind you wear, to watch football,
right.
And that's pretty much it. He was wearing those with, I don't know what T-shirt you had on, but then so it was light gray sweatpants, and he was wearing a light gray zip-up hoodie with it. So he was wearing all light gray, and he was wearing it with running shoes with ankle socks. Like, it couldn't have gotten worse.
I was just comfy in my own yard, man.
And you were in public. Plus, we had a friend over, so I mean, granted, she's a close friend. She didn't care, but
right.
I cared.
Did I embarrass you?
Yeah, it's not really like I wasn't like, oh my god, I hope nobody sees me.
The only thing missing was those...
I was just like, seriously, dude, like you didn't walk out of the house and was like, yeah, you know what, maybe I should throw on some jeans, you know.
The only thing missing was those Nike sneakers there.
The Nike Air Monarchs, yeah.
That's the only thing
we'll have to get you a pair.
Only thing I was missing that night.
Oh, goodness. And the last chat here, Gail said, I don't know if this is allowed. This is most definitely allowed. This is totally fine.
Okay.
She said, but my great nephew has been fighting for his life with MIS-C, I don't know what that is, I'm sorry, from COVID, high frequency vent, ECMO, and organ failure. Please pray for him. Thank you. His name is EJ. Yes. Prayers to him. Everybody pray for him.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have seen your Facebook post on that, and our thoughts go out to your family.
Yes. All right, back to you.
Okay. So the question that I posted at the top of the show, what have you managed to avoid your whole life? Somebody said jury duty.
Yeah. I mean, I've only been eligible for 4 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Is it 18?
I believe, yes,
Yeah,
it's 18.
18. Yeah. I've gotten it once, but I like, what do they call it? They sent me a letter and they were like, hey, we don't need you, but you're now eligible in 2 years.
Right.
So I think I'm eligible again.
They excused you.
Please, I hope I didn't just jinx myself.
Do you want to get jury duty? No.
I mean, I know there's some people that are like, they're like
civic duty.
Civic duty.
Yes.
Let me get it. To me, it seems like a hassle. I'm not going to go down kicking and screaming if it happens, but
I was a jury foreman one year.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I got called for jury duty in Taunton, so I went through the whole spiel and all this stuff, and I was picked to be on the jury.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a guy had car trouble, and he took his car to a dealer, and I thought I was going to get excused because I was in radio advertising. I knew the company that he was suing was an advertiser on the show, so I thought I'd get kicked out. Nope.
I feel like they messed up. I feel like you should have been kicked out.
Plus, it was Judge Tierney. Rosemary Tierney was mayor of New Bedford back in the 90s. Mm-hmm. And it was John Tierney, the judge, was her husband. So he kind of like, I got the radio guy here. I'm going to make you the foreman. Oh, great. Thank you very much.
Oh, so he chooses? Is that how that works?
Yeah, that's what that happened.
Yeah. I was wondering, like, do you have to reach some sort of qualification?
Evidently not, because I got it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Bottom of the barrel right there.
So, about the only thing you have to do is you have to, you're basically like the when you sit down to deliberate, you're the one that says, okay, let's get started. And you take the vote and,
I bet that power went straight to your head.
I did put on a power suit.
He walked into the courtroom and, like, walked up and sat in the judge's chair. And everyone looked at him. He was like, "Oh, my bad. I thought this is where I sit."
All rise. Nope.
All
good.
rise for the Honorable Pete Braley. You can't say that, sir. Get out of here.
What have you managed to avoid your whole life? I have managed to avoid the Kardashians.
Yeah.
Never seen an episode of it. Don't want to see an episode.
Same. The TV show. I mean, you just hear about them all the time. So like, I can't avoid hearing about Kardashian news.
True.
It's everywhere. But yeah, no, the show, I've never seen it.
Yep.
I've seen like promos for it. And it just looks like a shit show.
What have you managed your whole life to avoid? Being arrested.
Yeah.
Except for a fundraiser.
Knock on wood.
Yeah.
I'm doing okay.
Except for a fundraiser for, who was it used to do that jail and bail? I
don't know.
There would be a police or sheriff's office volunteer who would come to your place of employment and actually arrest you.
And then, like, it raises money, right?
Yeah. You have to get on the phone and say, "Hey, will you bail me out? I need," and they set the amount that you need. So that's the only time I've been arrested. Some people say they have avoided getting stung by a bee or wasp.
No, I've been stung.
I think I've been stung.
Yep.
Yes. How about breaking a bone?
Knock on wood. All of this stuff is going to happen this week. God, this is going to be such a bad week.
I have never broken a bone.
If we're not on the air within the next couple days, it's because I broke a bone and then got arrested, and in jail I was forced to watch the Kardashians.
Yeah. And you were on your own jury for jury duty.
Yes, exactly. I do take it. I've been thinking about it in the past 30 seconds. I think I might like jury duty if it's like a cool case. Might be cool to sit in there. I don't know. I've seen some stuff about like you're there for like 2 weeks because it's just the minute details, and I think that would make me bang my head against the wall.
I think most jury assignments, and correct me if I'm wrong, most of them you're not there for 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. If you're on a grand jury now, I think that's more than a month, isn't it? Service on a grand jury. I think so.
I don't know.
I think so. So is there anything that you have managed to avoid your whole life? I've managed to avoid watching The Bachelor or The Bachelorette.
Yeah, that's another one.
Haven't watched that either.
Have not seen it.
No. And I have no desire to.
A part of me has been like, I kind of wonder what this is like, but I don't know. Then like more important things come up.
You hear other...
more important things like video games.
Yeah, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But you hear other shows and other radio shows that comments on The Bachelor and it's a big thing to have a bachelor night, right? Or bachelorette night.
Yeah.
It's wine night and The Bachelor.
I think that's just like the natural human excuse to make a night for everything. I think I was talking about this with like Trish the other day. I don't know. We always just like we just want a reason to make a night. Like Taco Tuesday, big day, Taco
Tuesday. Funky Shirt Friday.
Sunday Fun Day. Football Sunday. Which, how did that happen? How did we let it go on the same day?
What do you mean?
I feel like we would want to spread it out. Huh? Sunday Fun Day and Football Sunday. Because now you got two separate reasons to drink. But anyways.
There you go.
You know what? Maybe that's what it was. People were like, Football Sunday was so much fun. They were like, well, I don't want the party to end. Monday. What's on TV? It's like a bunch of guys, too. They're like, what do we got on Mondays?
Yep.
Someone was like, The Bachelorette. They're like, let's do it.
Let's check it out.
Let's do it. I'm down.
Let's check it out.
Yeah. Maybe we should watch it.
Football coming up this weekend. The Patriots playing the Dolphins in a 4 o'clock game, which... Now, what do you prefer? I'm old school. I like a 1 o'clock game on Sunday.
Yeah, that's tough.
Do you have a preference between a 1 and a 4?
Probably the 1 o'clock, because I don't like when you have to... I really don't like the night games, like the Sunday night games, because then you have to wait all day for it.
Yeah.
And I don't know, 4:30 games sometimes are kind of fun. It feels more important, if that makes sense.
Yeah, maybe it's the fact that when we're watching a 4:30 game, it's like I have to start thinking about making supper, because usually Sunday night I'm cooking something, so it's like halftime.
Sometimes don't take too much credit.
Halftime I have to cook,
Mm-hmm.
So, and you're right about the night games. I can't stand the night games,
especially Sunday night games. Like Monday night games, they're okay, but Sunday night games, it's like you've been watching football all day. So I get to the Pats game and I'm like, oh god. Like I'm happy because it's finally the Pats, but you get to like that third quarter and you're like,
I'm footballed out. Man.
Yeah, I'm kind of burnt out.
Can't do it.
Yep.
So, before we wrap up, though, was there anything you wanted to add to that list? What have you managed to avoid your whole life?
Those were some really good ones.
Yeah. Any comments? Any chats?
Let's see. Some people talking about jury duty. Let's see. Diane said, I love jury duty. I once went to the Massachusetts Supreme Court in Boston. It was 6 hours before we were selected, and then interviewed by the judge and the prosecutor and defense lawyers. I was the last one to be interviewed but wasn't selected. Maybe it was my joke about, well, now it's rush hour. Let's go over to that pub across the street to wait it out. Maybe. Could have been it.
Maybe they have no sense of humor.
Gail said, jury duty selection process is so boring. That's as close as I ever got to being a juror.
Okay.
Yeah, I only got it once, and I didn't even have to go.
Didn't have to go and watch the video?
Nope.
No. Your sister, Kat, has an interesting story.
Okay.
She went to jury duty when she was 18. She was still in high school. Yep. So she goes to Fall River, and who walks in front of her but Aaron Hernandez?
Mm-hmm.
It was the Aaron Hernandez case that she was being interviewed for, but she didn't make it on the jury. But...
Yeah. I wonder if you were supposed to say that.
What's that?
I said, I wonder if you were supposed to say that. Or if that was like confidential stuff.
I don't think so.
I don't know. Well, we're screwed now.
If anyone knocks at the door today, it's not...
if there's no more Pete Braley shows, you know why.
It's not your PS5.
It wasn't a jail and bail this time.
Someone coming to get me.
Pete's in jail. Let's see. Dana said a lot of groups did jail and bail. Apparently this guy as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Gail, same here regarding Kardashians. I obviously can't even spell it. Hey, I wouldn't even know how to begin
I had
it.
to, yeah, I spelled it wrong the first time. So...
Yeah, Dana said, I've avoided being disciplined by Ma Braley on the boo-boo bus.
There you go.
Well, that makes one of us. Yeah. Gail said, how have you managed that, Dana? That's a good point. From the chats I see, I feel like you act up quite a bit. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Kind of have that image.
He says, I know how to hide it from her, Gail. Well, you're exposed. I'm letting her know. And that's it. Back to you.
All right. I also read a story this weekend about the most terrifying sound a homeowner can hear.
Okay.
The most terrifying sound a homeowner... dripping water where there should not be any water dripping.
Mm-hmm. Or just dripping water when you can't find it. You have no idea where it is, but dripping water.
The sound of your front door opening when everyone who lives there is sitting in the same room as you.
That's a good one, yeah.
If you live in tornado territory, then it's hearing a train where there should not be a train.
Yeah. Or the other night where we were like, all right, what's the one heads up we'll have? It should be the train, right? And then you go to the news and they're like, it probably won't make the train sound, and you're like, okay, so we're not going to know.
We were watching JR. Is that what he goes by? Mm-hmm. JR on Channel 7. And sure enough, he said, there may not be the train noise because I don't think we have the winds involved with this one. So we're like, great, here it is. So it's dark, it's raining.
Yeah, we have no heads up. We're just going to get decimated by a tornado.
What's the most terrifying sound a homeowner can hear? When my daughter was quite small, I awoke to the sound of a man's voice somewhere between her room and mine. I was bolt awake for a few seconds, wondering if I'd really heard something. And I heard him again. I jumped out of bed and tried to slip quietly to her room. Down the hall, past her toy chest, getting close to her door. Then I heard him again. In the exact same tone, he said, Buzz Lightyear, to the rescue! And that, my friends, is why you don't throw toys on top of each other when you put them away.
Or don't they have off switches? I mean, let's turn those off. That would, that'd be freaky. Middle of the night, you just hear Buzz Lightyear. I mean, at least it was Buzz, though. You know, he's there to save the day if anything was happening.
Yeah, true, but...
I mean, are we sure that the toys were piled on top of each other, or do toys maybe come to life in the middle of the night?
Oh, so maybe there was a family meeting going on.
Just saying, have you seen Toy Story?
Yeah, that's true.
Just saying.
Couple of gender reveal stories in the news from the weekend.
Let's hear it. I know you hate them.
See, it was a long weekend, so I had plenty of time to read.
Yeah.
A couple in Canada needed a second attempt at a gender reveal stunt after their dog tried to pop their balloon. The couple invited friends and family to their home to announce the sex of their baby. The couple's French Bulldog mixed was due to play a key role. He was supposed to pop a helium-filled black balloon to reveal inside the pink or blue pieces of paper. But footage shows the dog failed at his job. Instead of nipping the balloon, he headbutted it and knocked it out of the piece of string, sending the balloon up to the sky. Fortunately, the balloon landed at a nearby park. The couple was able to repeat the attempted reveal, and on the second try, the dog got it right. He popped the balloon, sending pieces of pink shredded paper to the yard.
I mean, first off, that's not really a cool gender reveal thing, in my opinion. I mean, I love dogs, but that's not really cool. Second, how did you find it in the park? I mean, has anyone else let go of a balloon? I mean,
they usually
take just
off.
Go.
Yeah.
Like, how did they know it landed? I doubt they had a GPS tracker on it. So.
I doubt it, yeah.
Explain that one to me.
Another gender reveal story, a father-to-be celebrating his unborn child inadvertently sent multiple Middle Tennessee schools into a lockdown last Wednesday. It was a family in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. They were on the phone with other family members to share the happy news that they are expecting a baby boy. According to police, Larry Flowers, the expectant father, fired celebratory shots into the air around 1:30, while the mother screamed her excitement into the phone. The news, however, led one neighbor to call 911 because, think about it, they heard shots and a scream. Following reports of shots fired nearby, the high school and middle school went into lockdown. Fortunately, the lockdown was lifted quickly, and the schools could resume their normal schedules once police determined the cause of the shots. The father was issued a citation from officers for unlawfully discharging a firearm inside city limits.
Why is that your reaction? Like, why? Like, you're excited. I get it. Big moment. But why that?
Yeehaw!
Like, you have to understand how dumb that is. And it's not like, I mean, just from the story, you can tell it's not like you're on, I don't know, if he was on like a farm in the middle of nowhere, like he's doing that, whatever.
It doesn't seem like it was. Yeah.
No, it seems like it was in a neighborhood. You know?
And I've always wondered, I don't know if anybody can explain this to me. When you fire a gun into the air, doesn't the bullet have to come back down? And isn't somebody in danger?
I'm not qualified to answer that question.
Is anybody?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
When you fire a gun up in the air, you're sending the bullet up. What goes up must come down, right?
Technically.
So I would think...
Unless it goes far enough up where it gets into space. But I doubt that.
I don't think that's going to happen.
I doubt that.
No.
I don't know. Maybe somebody that's more qualified.
I don't know. You can let us know. So
yeah, those
are your gender reveal stories. It seems we're having more and more of these gender reveal stories, almost taking over from. I haven't had a Bridezilla story in a while.
Yeah, well, maybe there'll be some fall weddings with brides that go insane.
Yeah, that could be. And I know there are a number actually, because a lot of them are scrambling to try to get married. If in case we have another lockdown.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. Yeah. Real quick though, Dana did say the most terrifying sound for a homeowner is "Honey, I'm home."
Now that could go a number of different ways. You don't expect her home.
You're not married.
You're not. Yeah. Yeah. That could be an issue too.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. Anyway, that's those are about all the stories I found for this weekend. So. What are you up to, PS5 land again today, or what?
Well, that's later tonight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's work. There's work to be done.
Work to be done?
Yes. Yeah.
On the show. We do have someone interesting coming up, I think, on the show in the next day or so. Mm-hmm. So we're going to put that together today.
Yep.
But today's kind of not a full day for me. I have had a couple of full days coming up. I'm working down at New Bedford Cable, NBTV, and we're interviewing the candidates for office that are running for office in New Bedford. Interesting take, though, from my friend Jack Spillane, who writes for New Bedford Lights. He has a column online, I think it came out last week, you can look it up, about the number of, there are, 3 seats in New Bedford that are unopposed, It's like no one's running for office. Mm-hmm. And he wonders why that is. Has social media played a part in the... and the reason he says social media is because people have their own platform now.
Okay.
They have their own... I'm trying to think of the word I want. Where they can get up and make noise and post their thoughts and all that. So they don't have to get involved in politics.
Yeah. I guess I was waiting for the reason, because I feel like a common thing is to just blame social media everything. Why is the grass green? Well, we're led to believe that it was social media that caused it.
Everybody's on social media.
Yeah,
that's the reason.
Yep.
So you and I have had debates because I feel in some ways that social media was bad for this country, and
I believe in some ways it was good.
The reason I think it's bad is because anybody can now, get online and post their opinions or their fake news stories. Mm-hmm. It used to be, there were just, if you had to call talk radio and maybe get on, a screener might keep you off. But not everybody had a platform. Now everybody does. And I just think, is that such a good thing?
See, I think a pro of social media is that everybody has a platform. Well, no, I do think fake news and stuff like that's a problem. I think false experts, like people that say they're an expert, but really they have no qualification, but they have a phone, so they can be a so-called expert. Mm-hmm. That's an issue. But I do think there's a lot of news stories and events that happen, and we've seen this, that now because of social media, you no longer have the gatekeepers of mainstream news that can say, no, we're not going to run that because that doesn't really work with our narrative. Or, no, we're not going to run that because we don't really want to touch upon that right now. There's no more of that. So it's just what's happening is out there. And no, there's definitely drawbacks. But
I wish there was a better way to, because, I'm talking about posting fake news. How is Facebook going to determine that's, you know what I mean?
But there's also certain news outlets that post fake news, so...
You mean reputable news outlets?
Yeah, I won't name names, but there's anchors of shows on news networks that spread misinformation. So
Well,
So I think a lot of the flaws from social media are the same flaws with mainstream news.
okay. All right.
So I think there's pros and there's cons.
With just about everything in life, right?
Yes. But I think it's quick to say, like, nope, it's bad because you got a 13-year-old telling me how I should vote. It's like, well, maybe you don't listen to the 13-year-olds.
Yeah.
No one's telling you that you have to listen to this 13-year-old. But at least the 13-year-old has a chance to speak.
I have seen on TikTok a couple of people. Yes, he goes on TikTok.
He does. Yeah, we've been over this.
I have seen on TikTok that a lot of people just, if you don't like what I'm saying, just scroll by it,
Yeah.
A lot of you feel like you have to respond and maybe insult that person or whatever. Just like you said, if you don't like what they say, don't read it,
My favorite people are the ones that are like, oh, just Facebook is filled with a bunch of arguments. Why is everyone fighting? We just need peace. And then you look at all the things they comment on, and someone's like says something, you're like, oh, you freaking idiot. No, that's not true. And it's like,
you're not really practicing what you're preaching there, buddy.
They love that, though.
Yeah.
They love that.
Speaking of I thought of this story when we mentioned TikTok. Evidently, Applebee's ran an ad this weekend during college football with the song Fancy Like.
Mm-hmm.
But they ran it so many times, I guess, that there are two camps. There's a camp that loves the commercial and the, Applebee's on a date night. There's the group that loves it, and there's another group that's like, if I have to watch this one more time, I'm going.
That's how you know it's a great song, though.
Oh, it is a great song. What do you mean?
See, when something sticks with you that much to the point where you're like, oh my God, shut up. Like, that's how you know it's that good of a song. A bad song will never do that to somebody.
Yeah. They do that, though. The football ads on site. It's like, you'll see but they run it, I don't know, 3 times in each game.
Mm-hmm.
So by the time you get to the Sunday night game, you've had it.
That's like just streaming services are running into that problem. Which maybe it's not a problem. It's probably not a problem to them. It's definitely not a problem for the companies that are a part of the rotation. But like for Hulu, I don't have the ad-free Hulu. I just have like the one with commercials.
Right.
Because it came with Spotify. And I'm watching shows on Hulu, and it's like the same 4 ads.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe 5 or 6. But like it's the same ones that like every break you're getting those again.
You get that when you watch.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, you get that when you watch shows on demand.
Yeah.
Same
It's the
ads.
same cycle. And so, I mean, it's great for the companies because, I don't know, you're sitting there at the end of the night and you're like just singing the jingle in your head. You can't sleep at night. You're like, farmer's insurance.
Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah, that's not even one of them. It's like the purple mattress or something. Have you heard of those?
Yes.
They always have like the egg that they try and squish on it.
Yep.
And then she picks it up and she goes, by the way, it's a real egg. She squeezes it. I've seen that probably like 30 times in the past 2 days. And I don't watch that much TV.
Not really, no.
Yeah.
No.
All right, let's see. We got some chats here.
Okay.
Gary said, Matt, what games are you playing? Right now, a lot of Call of Duty. The new Call of Duty's coming out soon. So the beta's actually this weekend, if anyone's
Is that the one you said you have a struggle with? Call of Duty?
I used to have a struggle with.
Oh.
I'm actually... last night I was on fire.
Whoa.
I've gotten okay.
All right.
I'm not like MLG or anything. I used to be terrible. Like I'm talking like 4 kills the entire game. Like it was bad. I used to be very bad in middle school. Now I'm okay. I'm decent.
I guess 4 kills is not good.
If the game's like 20 minutes long, you think getting 4 kills in 20 minutes is good?
You have a point.
It's not good.
You have a point.
Danny said, I came in late. Did you get a PS5 or are you waiting for it to come in? I got it. It's in. It's in. I didn't want any porch pirates, so I've kept that secret for a couple weeks now.
Yeah, it's been 3 weeks, 4 weeks?
3 weeks or something like that. I will say, they said it wasn't going to come in until the 28th. I got it yesterday. So
there you go.
Which I kind of thought that was going to happen because that happened to Kat's fiance. He ordered one in December. It said it wouldn't come in until like the end of January, and it came in before Christmas.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Or before, sometime in December.
So, yeah, he was able to get one, but we didn't say anything about it because we didn't want any porch pirates.
Just the off chance that someone was like, oh, Matt has a PS5 coming.
There's a PS5 coming.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I'm over concerned with that type of stuff. Let's see. Gary said, yeah, that Hunter Braley guy did that to me, sang it for days. Hey, thank you.
Hey.
Thank you. If I can make a song that you guys love so much that you end up hating it, I did my job. So
I'm that way with your Living in the Sand.
Gail said, Matt, the tune Living in the Sand has been rolling in my head all weekend.
Yeah.
Really liked the tune. Thank you. He's just saying that because he wrote it. So
No.
he's contractually obligated to say it's the best one from here on out.
I wasn't even going to go down that road.
Yeah. Diane said, and the majority of those ads are for prescription medication. It's weird. On Hulu, I don't know if I've seen. No, I have. Yep. You're right.
Plus,
it is weird.
Speaking of that, if you watch the nightly news, if you look at the commercials that are in the network newscasts, you would think this country is really messed up. You know, like stomach issues, high blood pressure issues, all this medication, you know?
I don't know. To me, those commercials are kind of comical because it's like, have you been dealing with migraines? This is the medication for you. Side effects may include, nausea, diarrhea, blah, 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 and death. And it's like, you know what? That's a risk I'm willing to take.
And
if I risk death, but I can get rid of my migraine, bring it on.
Good deal. And those side effects, when they list those, it takes up like 15 seconds of the 30-second ad.
That's why a lot of people are like, oh, they have the really fast person to make it like nonchalant, like tuck it in the back, like it's not that big of a deal. Yeah. That's probably a case, but it's also like there's so much that they need to read it super fast in order to get it in the commercial.
Yeah. By the way, Diane did answer one of our questions on Facebook this weekend. It was the video that talks about, do you feel like you're developing any old people tendencies?
Yes. Yep.
Like talking through movies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Diane said, yes, I recently had to get a pill organizer, the kind that has the days of the week with morning, noon, and nighttime slots to help keep me on top of my daily meds. I guess I really am 60.
Hey, I'm not even going to lie. I take vitamins. I've thought about it. I've thought about getting
getting one of those?
Yeah, because every day it's like you got all the bottles. You're like, okay, I got to take this vitamin, blah, blah, blah. I've thought about it. I haven't done it, but I might do it. I don't know.
There you go.
Maybe. Maybe I should just accept it.
We'll have to color code ours. Yours can be blue, mine will be white. Something like that.
You don't have one.
No, I was just saying, but I probably should.
So you got to copy me now. Oh. So I said I might get one. Here we go.
Yeah, I want to be with the cool kids, man.
Story of my life. I don't think that right there would be a cool kid thing to do. I'm going to be honest.
Having a pill organizer.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Not what comes to mind when you think about that, huh?
Oh. No, definitely not.
We all caught up?
Yeah, back to you.
Right. All right, well, that'll do it for today. A Tuesday that feels like he already once today did say Monday. What a way to start a Monday. So,
and he was like, well, it's Tuesday.
Yeah.
I was like, well, shut up.
No matter what, Friday always feels like Friday, though. It always does when you have a short week.
Friday always feels like Friday?
Well, you know how this is a Tuesday that feels like a Monday?
Okay.
And tomorrow might be a Wednesday that feels like a Tuesday. Mm-hmm. No matter what, Friday always feels like Friday.
That's a good point.
Yep, all the time. All right, we leave you with a thought for the day for this Tuesday. And our thought is, you are the CEO of your own life. Hire, fire, or promote accordingly.
I don't know how good of advice that is. I'd fire myself.
Why would you fire
yourself? And then who's left?
Why would you fire yourself?
I don't know.
You are the CEO of your own life. Hire, fire, or promote accordingly.
There it is.
All right. No matter what, we hope you go out and make it a great day.
Peace.